In the bustling city of Eldoria, nestled between a bakery and a bookstore, there was a quaint shop with an old wooden sign that read, Madame Zora's Mystical Wonders. The shop was known for its enchanting aroma of incense and the faint sound of chimes, which lured in curious passers-by. Inside Madame Zora, an elderly woman with sparkling eyes and a voice that seemed to echo from another time, sat behind a table draped in vibrant cloths, surrounded by crystals and tarot cards. One foggy evening, a young woman named Clara, disheartened after losing her job, hesitantly entered the shop, her heart racing with expectations. "Welcome, dear," Madame Zora greeted her warmly. "What brings you to my humble abode?" "I'm just looking for some guidance," Clara replied, her voice barely above a whisper. "I need to turn my luck around." Madame Zora nodded knowingly and shuffled her tarot cards. "Let us see what the universe has in store for you." After laying the cards out in a beautiful pattern, she studied them intently. "Ah, the wheel of fortune, the star, and the tower. Change is coming, but it will be tumultuous before it brightens again." Clara felt a knot tighten in her stomach. "How tumultuous?" Zora smiled cryptically. "You must seek out the truth beneath the layers of illusion. Pay attention to the signs." After the reading, Clara left feeling a mix of confusion and hope. Days turned to weeks, and though the fortune haunted her thoughts, nothing significant changed in her life. Disappointed but dismissive, she decided to take her mind off her troubles with a weekend road trip. On her journey, she stumbled upon a small roadside diner, aptly named Elysium Eats. As she entered, the bell above the door jingled cheerily, and she was greeted by a friendly waitress with an uncanny resemblance to Madame Zora. Clara blinked, half expecting her fortune teller to leap out and declare this all part of the grand scheme. "Welcome. What can I get you?" the waitress said, her voice bright. "I'll have the house special," Clara replied, glancing at the diner's peculiar decor-old photographs, strange artifacts, and lighting that danced as if alive. As she waited, Clara noticed a newspaper article framed on the wall, the headline reading, "Mystery Diner Disappears Overnight." The story detailed a diner that had vanished decades ago with no trace, leaving the small town in shock. Intrigued, Clara decided to ask the waitress, "What's the story behind this place?" With a smile, the waitress said, "Ah, it's rumored to be a time warp. They say if you eat here at just the right time, you might catch a glimpse of another world." Clara laughed it off, but as she took her first bite of the special, the world around her began to shimmer. Colors blended, and suddenly she wasn't sitting in the diner anymore, but in a lavish ballroom, dressed in a stunning gown. Confused but fascinated, she glanced around, spotting faces she'd never encountered. Among them was a striking man who locked eyes with her and began to approach. "I thought I lost you," he said with a captivating smile. "Lost me?" Clara stammered. "I don't even know you." But as he reached out, memory flooded back unfamiliar, yet comforting, as if she had stepped into a past life. He spun her into a dance, the chaos of the ballroom swirling around them like magic. Minutes turned to what felt like hours, and just as Clara began to remember who she was, the ballroom dissolved, and she slammed back into reality, sitting alone in the diner, flustered, Clara hurried out onto the street, feeling the weight of something monumental yet unknown press against her. Then she heard a voice calling her name. Clara, Clara, wait. It was a voice she recognized through the haze of her recent experience. She turned to find the striking man standing there, no longer in formal attire but in casual clothes, looking just as puzzled. Did we just, he started, dance? In a ballroom? Yes, Clara exclaimed, her heart pounding. He nodded, an equal mix of disbelief and excitement. I'm Jake. I felt like I knew you the moment we touched. As they spoke, Clara realized that the truth Madame Zora referred to wasn't just about her. It was about this man who had somehow crossed time and space alongside her. They were destined to find each other, despite the odds. Just as they exchanged numbers, a motorcycle roared to life at the end of the street. Clara's curiosity piqued, and before she knew it, she found herself following Jake, frenetic energy driving her. She had transformed from a girl lost in life to one on an adventurous path of discovery, her luck shifting in unimaginable ways. Weeks later they returned to Madame Zora's shop, only to find it had vanished, replaced by a convenience store. Both bewildered and intrigued, Clara realized the fortune she had sought was less about predicting her future and more about embracing the unknown, and sometimes the most unexpected twists lead to the most extraordinary adventures. And that was just the beginning.